Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Yo, what's good, y'all? What's the word? What's going on? How everybody doing out there? Y'all already know what it is, man. We are back again. And it's bonus banger time, y'all. That's a lock. It's bonus banger time. And I got one. I keep a banger at all times. But like I always say, before I start my videos off, I have no problem delivering this content to everybody that's out there working hard, working a 9 to 5. Everybody that's out there with their own business, getting to that bag the legit way. I make sure y'all got something to listen to in the morning times, man. I promise you, it's nothing on my end. I also have no problem making sure I'm warning y'all and telling y'all about how dangerous prison is. I just ask for one thing, and that's for y'all to just stay out the way, man. That's it. And we staying out the way because we not trying to be locked up for the holidays, man. What kind of sense do that make? Ain't nobody trying to bring Christmas in, sitting in the block with 50 dudes who feet stink. I know I'm not, man. I'm never trying to go back into that reality ever again, man. Not even for a parking ticket, man. I'm letting y'all know now. I don't want to be locked up for the holidays, and I don't want to be locked up never, man. That's what I want in my life, man. What y'all want in y'all life, man? Y'all want to go and keep wilding out in October and September and all of that and think you ain't gonna get locked up for the holidays? And you can be in there trying to get a video visit, man, for the holidays, man. That's what your Christmas is gonna be, man. They gonna give you a slab of ham. They gonna give you some bootleg gravy and stuffing. They gonna give you some old fake raspberry looking stuff, man. It's gonna be the worst tray you ever seen in your life for Thanksgiving, man. Or you want to see a tray for Christmas, man. Whatever one you want, man. Keep getting in trouble, and that's what you're gonna be eating. You're gonna be eating in a jail. Cause you wilding out here, man. Change your life, man. The smart people, man, the people that's staying out the way, we not getting locked up for the holidays. Are you nuts? We staying out here with our family. We staying out here in the free world. We staying out here for we can do what we want. We not trying to go in no sale, man. Nothing is worth going in that sale, y'all. No scamming, no hustling, nothing. Nothing is worth going in that sale, man. If you wilding out there, man, you know it's the holiday season, man. Turn your life around right now, man, and stay out the way, period. But y'all already know what it is. This is a bonus banger. So what I need y'all to do with this one, like, share, subscribe. So y'all, let's get this. Let's get it. Let's go. What? It's time for business. It's time for business, y'all. And the story I got for y'all today is called They Put a Battery in His Back. Part 1. Crazy story, man. Like, it's sad when you see stuff like that going on in penitentiary, man. But you see stuff like that going on the street, especially if you outside, you in the streets every day, man. Like in prison, you have those dudes, man. You have those dudes that disguise themselves as tough guys that disguise themselves as people that they think that really care about your well-being, man. But the whole time they just want to make you a flunky. Like y'all know how the stories go where like the predators be trying to finesse and do all of that. You got people in there that'll finesse you out of just being their flunky. You got people that'll finesse you, man, just if they can just have you do whatever they say, man. And it don't have to be nothing like the predator do, man. But you have those guys that's in prison. And you got to be careful with those people too, man, because they can run you up on something, man, that you might wish that you never got into in the first place, man, because it can get dangerous at the end of the day, man. Every time I seen a situation like somebody putting a battery in somebody's back or somebody being somebody flunky, it always turned out bad in there, y'all. So with that being said, we are on Susses 2 for this, y'all. We are on Susses 2. And I remember being in 4B for this one, y'all. And while I was in 4B pod, man, like 4B had all type of different people in there. Like, you know, like for real, I'll say that pod was kind of overpopulated with the Richmond community, man. Like, you know, like it had like upstairs, there was a lot of dudes from Tidewater. And that pod had dudes from Tidewater, man. But like Richmond was super deep in 4B, man, when it came to the dudes my age and the dudes that was slight older in there, man. They just had a lot of guys in there, man. Like it was a decent amount of people in there, man. But I'm not going to say the name of these people. Even though I said it's Richmond, I'm still not going to say the name of these people, man. But I'll never forget this, though, right here, man. I can remember we was in 4B, and it was 2 dudes, man. We're going to call one of them Big Fred, man, his homeboy Tim. Now, Fred and Tim, they were different type of dudes, man. I ain't even gonna lie, like for real, they wasn't on it like super Richmond out. Like we just, this is what I do. I'm strictly hate Tidewater dudes and all that. Nah, they weren't on it like that. Like they was cool. They was cool dudes. They just was about the money though. Like that was their main thing. Like everything they did used to be about the money, man. So like by them being like guys that kind of like chase the money and whatever it was, how they was chasing it, like that required them to always have the la-la, man. Like, you know, when you somebody that's like into that games, like you gonna usually have the la-la a lot, man. So Big Fred will always have a la-la. Tim was just his guy, you know what I mean? So they dealt with Richmond, you know what I mean? They had a few of their dudes in there, you know what I mean, that they rock with. But at the same time though, like still though, man, like they was just the type of guys, what they wouldn't care what they'll send somebody to do. Big Fred being the breadwinner kind of the squad, you know what I mean? Like he was the dude that kind of called the shots. Now, I used to look at Fred back then, and he used to be mad because when I used to joke with him, because I knew Fred too. I met Fred in 2 buildings, so I done been around him before. I remember when I was on Susses before him. I remember when he first got the Susses, and he was like, he wasn't green, but like, you know, he was new to the camp, and he was in 2D. Then he ended up going in the hole from there. Then he came to 2C for a minute. Then me and him was in the hole together again. So now we in 4 building. So I knew bro, you know what I mean? I went from the he, you know what I mean? I know he knew I was from Tidewater, but we both knew who each other was. So like I used to always joke with him when I see him, man. I used to be like, yo, man, for real, man, you need to be a leader, bro. Like, I'm surprised you ain't a leader of some members, bro. Like, you show leadership qualities. He was like, why you say that? I was like, cuz, bro, you be having everybody doing what you want. He was like, man, I just be messing around, man. But for real, what it was is that, like I told y'all, man, the pack kind of moves the room. The pack is the power, man. You know, bro, Fred had people that come see him. Fred used to go to the VI sometimes, touch with the dog food. He'll be on the compound on a regular Tuesday or Monday. Next thing you know, they be like, yo, Fred got the la-la. So it'd be like he had his hand in a lot of stuff. So the Richmond squad, Jive used to rock with him. Like you had the major official Richmond dudes that was in there too, that he wouldn't try to do nothing like what I'm talking about doing. But still though, like the dudes that wanted to be under him just because of what he had, he made sure he took advantage of that, y'all, to the fullest. So boom. So I can remember one time, man, I ain't even gonna lie, man, like, they used to have so many different dudes from the R that would come through. Like, I wouldn't even pay it no mind, like, all the time, because I'll look up and there'll be a new dude from Richmond coming in the block, or he in the block and I never noticed him. Like, I would always see somebody new. So this one dude, man, we're going to call him Lil Just, man. We're going to call him Lil Just. Now, Lil Just was somebody that I noticed that popped up in the pod out of nowhere. But the thing about him popping up in the pod out of nowhere, he started showing signs off the rip. Now, Big Fred and Tim, they like Fred to give Tim the work, and Tim would be hustling the work. Now, Tim got the little dude on the team now, the dude Just. Like, I think he knew him somehow. I don't know what it was, man, but he just was rocking with him. So he had him pumping the pack already. This is the man's second day in there, and he got him on the fence, like trying to make plays, but really all he was doing was basically just holding the work. You know what I mean? He was holding the work, and I guess when Tim needed something on the yard, he was giving Tim the work. So like he got really into that crew. Like he, you know what I mean? Like he showed like loyalty skills of being able to hold the package. He knew he from the R, so he's rocking with them, man. So like that wasn't nothing unusual to see. Big Fred having somebody new on their team. Like it was always dudes that wanted to be around Fred, man. Fred was getting that pack game. So it was like that wasn't nothing new to me, man. So as time go on, the little dude, he's still running around. He done got a little bit more cockier now because now he's rolling with a crew that got numbers. He's rolling with a crew that's getting the package. So he has came a little bit more arrogant and cocky of how he's in the pod. He's only been in the pod now probably 10 days now, y'all. So it hasn't been a long time. So it was a situation that happened. It was a situation that happened, man, with this red team member, man. So like, you know, like even though Richmond was deep, but like Norfolk dudes, like we in there, we might be 5, 6 deep to 12 of them. But we gonna go though, that's the thing, and it ain't over with. Like, and it's the same thing for them. Like, we ain't just picking battles and just fighting and stuff like that. It'd be a mutual understanding. Cause I done seen it when it was a lot of Norfolk dudes and Newport News dudes and Portsmouth dudes in the block, and it wasn't a lot of Richmond dudes. Like, it just be reversed. So it wasn't like that. Like, they was super deep, but they still didn't poke their chest out at the wrong people. You know what I mean? Like they was scared to, but it was just like it was like it's just what it is. You know what I mean? Like, I can't even really explain it. But the red team member, you know what I mean? This dude, like, he for real, he was in there, and I don't know, like Fred, Big Fred, he be having so much stuff going on with business and who he dealing with, and this dude middleman, and he got this dude work. You'll never know who's really working for Fred until the drama happens. You know what I mean? So we seen him when we was coming back from rec. I seen him at the gate arguing. You know what I mean? He was arguing with a dude that slept in upstairs in 4D. We in 4B downstairs. So I see them arguing. So the red team members that's in my block, they stopped and they was hollering at the dudes that the red team members that they was arguing with. So we come back in the joint. So when he come back in the joint, the red team dude, you know what I mean? He like, yo, he pull up on Will. And he was like, yo, look, man, y'all gotta get that joint straight. Cause your little, you know what I mean? Like, what? So Fred was like, all right. So Will was like, I'm gonna holler at Fred, Sean, I'm gonna let you know. So when he hollered at Fred, you can hear Fred by his door. Fred slept in cell 8. You can hear Fred. He was like, man, I ain't scraping nothing. Tell them do what they gonna do. Man. So the red team like, tell them do what he gonna do, man. Like, that joint crazy, man. So he like, man, look, like you know, from the red team dude, he used to touch a little bit too. Like, he was doing business with the guys downstairs. They would have their own situations from time to time. So like, I think the last thing that everybody wanted in there was to go to war. You know what I mean? I don't think everybody wanted to just clash and have a big fight. But Fred was carrying it like he didn't care. So when we came out for rep, it was crazy. I looked up, I seen Fred and Tim hollering at the dude Just, and they talking to him, and Just is he's just standing on the little wall. You know, Just probably like 5'6", 5'6". I give him 5'6", 5'5". He wasn't that tall of a guy. Just was standing on the wall like he was taking instructions. Just was like, and you can just see Fred over there, kind of like Fred got his arm around his back, his neck, like, and Fred talking to him. So the whole pod kind of know what's going on. Like, we knew it was tension going on in the pod, kind of with the red team and Richard. So everybody know what's going on, but you see Big Fred over there giving instructions, you know what I mean? So it was all said and done. You see, we walked over to the red team member and was like, you like, look, Shawty, he'll rumble any one of y'all. Like, look, we ain't straightening nothing. Like, but if you want to keep it like, this ain't gotta be no like all out melee. Like, we got somebody that'll rumble. Y'all like, let's rumble. He was like, I'll rumble them. Red team member was like, oh, that's nothing. Then like, y'all want, we can fight, do it like that. We can do it like that. So you like, all right. So you see Fred like, yeah, you got him, Just. Yeah, you got him, Just. They go holler at the dude that sleep in cell 12. They go down there, his joint. They talk to him. They like, hey, let us use the cell. Fred like, hey, I'll give you something. Let me use your cell right quick. So the dudes came out, white dude and the old black dude, they come out. They let them use cell 12. Man, this is my word. They go to that jump, man. I was sitting at the table just looking at the whole incident, like over by cell 12 is Tim and Fred. They standing over by cell 12, and it's another Richmond dude. Then it's 3 red team members. So it was a decent amount of people in that back corner. So I didn't belong back there. So I'm just looking at the incident. And then all you hear is when they jump, they was like, all right, look, y'all go ahead. As soon as they said that, all you heard was nah, y'all get up, y'all. Fred was like, y'all, come on. Red team dude was like, no, come on, y'all, let's start over. Yeah, ain't no wrestling like that. Come on, y'all, start over. Square up. They square up again. I'm sitting there just listening to that noise, like y'all don't understand how it sounds. Like when you hearing fighting, like in the prison, like that jump is a whole different sound. They ain't that jump rumbling super duper hard, man. They rumbling. Next thing you know, you see the red team dude come out. He like, he got his shirt off. He came out super tired. He was like, he walked. The red team man was walking with him. He stepped over like by cell 18. He walking back towards this way. He was like, he walking back towards the cell. Next thing you know, I looked up again. You seen Big Fred going to jump. Big Fred went up in the cell. Then he came out with Just. Just came out. Just was like, he spit some blood on the ground. He was like, I looked at his face like he was beat down kind of bad, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. Like his eye, like up in here, was kind of dark. He was a light brown skin, my complexion kind of guy. So his facial structure looked like he got pounded on a little bit, y'all. Pause. Like he just was looking, it didn't look right. When he spit the blood out, I looked at him and he was like, he dapped Fred up. Tim was like, yeah, man. What's up? Tim was like, yeah, Shawty, yeah. Yeah, he was like he felt good. It felt like that right there was his initiation to really be up under Big Fred and Tim. He felt like he was a part of the squad now, y'all. So boom. Now you would think after that beatdown that he probably was like, yo, like, man, for real, dude just sent me on a mission to rumble a red team member. Like, just didn't even have nothing to do with it. But I'm sitting there watching, like I told y'all, you would see stuff like this in penitentiary. I'm sitting there watching a dude, man, that kind of like really want to be down with some guys, man. Like he really want to be with this crew. Now this crew is from his town. They from Richmond, but at the same time, though, like, you know, it's still a secret society. Fred doing his thing. It looks like kind of secretly it's a price that really hang with him. Besides Tim. Tim was his guy. You know what I mean? So like now Just is a part of the crew all the way now. They already had him pumping the work. He already done rumbled the dude, so now he feeling good about it. They get away with the fight, everything straight. The situation got resolved between them and the red team, so nothing came of that. Couple more days go by. This dude from Richmond moved in the block. Man. I promise you, man. When he moved in the block, I don't know if he had a problem with Fred, but all I know is Fred didn't like this dude. Now, you will see this from time to time from different cities. Like, certain people come in the block. You can be from a city, then the city ain't feeling this dude. Like, you will see stuff like this. So whatever this dude did, I didn't know, man. But at the end of the day, I looked up again, and I seen Big Fred like he was prepping Just. He was over there again. He was hollering at Just. And I already seen kind of like how it was tension when dude first moved in the block. Dudes was hollering at him. I don't know if he had a bad case. I don't know what it was, man. But this dude was a little bit more, little Just size, man. This dude was a little bit more Just size right here. This guy just moved in. He was a little older, and he was about the same height as Just. So you see Fred hollering at him, and I don't know what had happened or what was going on. The next thing you know, you seen Just go up in his cell. Just up in that junk, man, that's my word. Just was in that junk. Oh, you hear that junk sound like the Tasmanian devil. That junk was and they're rumbling super hard. I'm like, that junk crazy. So we hear it because it's up in cell 25. We looking, we like, and you can see Fred and them up there like they blocking the door. Like you can't see in there because it's the Richmond dudes blocking the door. So everybody like, man, what they got going on now? So they're rumbling after they finish. You see Just come out. Just was like, hey, you gotta check in. Hey, you gotta check in, Sean. And you gotta check in. And you gotta check in. And you gotta check in. He came down the steps like he had major victory. He came down the steps. He was like, Just came down the steps. He was like, yeah. And you gotta go. Will walked up to him. Will was like, Will dapped him up. Will was like, yeah, sharp, yeah. Get him out of here. So the dude come out. Dude looking like, eye was all messed up. He come to the door. He like, Fred standing there. Fred was like, yeah, come on, get your stuff, Sean. Come on, pack up. I'm sitting there I started looking at the whole thing a little different after that incident right there. I ain't even gonna lie, because I started looking at it like Fred the biggest out the whole crew. But Fred don't never put his hands on nobody. Like, now I could see him, like, I don't knock how nobody play chess. Y'all know how I play chess in prison. Like, I'm trying to get that pack and control the room. Now, he's getting the pack and he's controlling the city and he's not getting his hands dirty. So I can't knock him for his tactics, but I started looking though, like, he never really put in work. I never seen him put in work. I never heard about Fred putting in work. Now, he was a bigger dude than a lot of those dudes, but I never heard him putting in work. And I'm just like, man, as I'm sitting there, I see another dude. There was another dude from Petersburg. Now, Petersburg rock with Richmond, but it's a lot of them that don't rock with Richmond for a lot of reasons that I don't know. The dude from Petersburg, he used to box. And he's sitting at the table with his homeboys, and they watching the whole joke like we is. And they was like, man, they keep putting a battery in Just back, man. I'm telling you, watch what happens. Let him keep trying to put a battery in his back, man. They keep putting a battery in his back, and he just wilding. And like, it makes sense what they saying, but I'm looking at Just looking like he's enjoying being a crash dummy. He's looking like he's enjoying being the guy that they gonna send to handle business. Like, some people got certain job descriptions, man. That was his job description. Anytime they wanted somebody touched in there, no matter the size, which was wild, you know what I mean? Because he got his ass whooped from the last dude, man. But like, he still would go. He would still go. He was their ticking time bomb. He was their guy that's definitely gonna handle business, y'all. So boom. Now I was like, man, as long as they ain't come my way with that, I ain't got nothing to do with that. And like I said, me and Fred was already all right. Like, me and Fred was cool, but like, I still used to think like, why Fred never put no work in? Like, but you know, like I say, he's doing him how he's doing him. I can't knock it, man. So now it's looking like, you know what I mean? Like, Just is definitely like he's the third band member in this crew now, man, because now you will see Just ain't been on the compound that long. But now Just like some people, this is some people title, right? Some people like to get under dudes to handle their own business. Like, some people are good at doing that. I'm not good at doing, I want my own stuff. You know what I mean? I can't be the guy, the number two to this guy. Like, I mean, I'm not saying I can't, but like at the end of the day, I'm gonna still want mine. Like, y'all already know how I go. I'm gonna want my own pack. Like, this is how I go. Just ain't care about this stuff, man. Just is doing all the dirty work. He's doing all the dirty work, man. I'm talking about all of the dirty work. So this situation right here, I started looking at Just, man. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, they had stuff, but my roommate used to store box. I used to put, like, I will order sometimes, like, yo, let me order 10 honey buns, 10 cinnamon rolls, stuff like that. Let me throw it in your box, man, and put with the store box. You store box in it, but like, still, though, I'm just trying to triple up, double up on these little items. Just a little light hustle that I would do, you know what I mean? So my roommate had a lot of stuff that he was store boxing. Now, Richmond had stuff too, but dudes would run out of stuff. So I can remember Just coming out the door one day. Just came to the door, and I walked to the door and I seen him. He was right there. He was like, hey, what's up, T Weezy? I was like, what's going on, Just? What's up? He was like, your roommate in there? I was like, yeah, he in there. So I just went and stood in front of the door on the railing game, you know what I mean? So I'm on the railing. I can hear him talking. He like, hey, yeah, I'm trying to get 500 buns, 5 cinnamon rolls. I'll give you 10 and 10 back. So I guess they sent him to kind of do this mission, you know what I mean? Like, which was stupid because he's asking for a whole lot of stuff. So my roommate was like, yo, man, like, man, look, man, I don't mind giving you nothing, man. He was like, man, but for real, man, you a crash out kind of man. Just was like, what? He was like, yeah, you a crash out. Like, you might go to the hole any day now. He was like, I'm gonna go to the hole any day now. I've been in this pod. I ain't never been in the hole. He was like, yeah, but since you've been in this pod, bro, like, you just staying stuff, man. He was like, man, I don't really, man, come on, man. He was like, man, look, you can store box me. You know I'm gonna pay you. T Weezy, tell him. So I turned around. He like, T Weezy, tell him I'm gonna pay him, man. So I'm like, you know, the sweet items was jive mine. So I'm like, man, give it to him, man. You know what I mean? I was like, give it to him, bro. I was like, he all right, man. You know what I mean? I was like, but at the same time, though, I was like, bro, all this stuff you coming to get for you? He was like, nah, you know, there's a couple here, a couple there. Like, I'm responsible, though. I'm responsible for it. I'm like, all right, man. So I knew Fred sent him on his mission, right? So I come down the steps. And I look. You know what I mean? When I look, I see Fred on the phone. He was on the payphone. I see him. You know what I mean? I wait till he get off. I sit back at the table while the phone was right there waiting to get off the phone. I was like, what's up, man? He was like, what's up, Sean? I was like, yo, why you sending a goddamn little henchman to come store box for my roommate, man? He was like, what are you talking about? I said, man, you already know some of them cinnamon rolls and honey buns was yours, Fred. He was like, oh, yeah, look, I run out of that shit, man. He was like, what, it was yours? I was like, I mean, like, I got my hand in it. He was like, if I knew that, I would have came myself. He was like, well, shit, fuck it, I said him. I said, well, look, no, all right, but if something go wrong with him, he was like, what's gonna go wrong? I said, man, listen, anything can go wrong with him, man. Your bro, he's a crash out, man. You know what I mean? He was like, all right, I'll pay you if something go wrong. All right, that's all I wanted to hear. You know what I mean? I dapped Fred up and slid, y'all, so boom. I got that business out the way, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta kind of play the bar and go back and check on your stuff, man. Put protection on your bread, because even with him, I gave him the green light. I still wanted my money because he can go any day now. This is what he do. Man, I promise y'all, man, it was this freaking CO that worked there, man. Young boy, not young. He was probably like late 20s, you know what I mean? But he was a young boy kind of to the older inmates in there, but our age kind of like, but he was the type of CO kind of like, he was active. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't last long on Fort Building either, because he was bringing that pack and he got up out of there. But he would be active. Like him and Fred. I think him and Fred used to make real bets. This was around the time in penitentiary when cash is heavy in there. Dudes are getting cash. So I think him and Big Fred used to make real bets on the football games, and they would pay cash. So he would rock with dude, him and dude like talk shit to each other and be, you know what I mean? Like, it was a crazy friendship, kind of like. Only thing was missing that the CO wasn't bringing the pack. And I didn't understand, but he learned later that he was bringing the pack. But I don't know what had happened. All I know, all the Richmond dudes was over there by the TV. And then the CO came and did his round, and he started watching the game. And he was watching the game. Next thing I know, he was in the crowd and he was just talking shit. And all the Richmond dudes like, man, you get your ass crushed in here, Sean. Hell wrong with you? So like, he's so cool. He ain't taking that as like a real threat. He like, yeah, ain't nobody gonna crush me. Yeah, ain't nobody gonna crush me, man. I do this shit right here, man. Ask anybody, man. Yeah, the best in my town. Ask anybody. He was like, man, we ain't losing to no country ass niggas, man. Fred was like, man, you lucky you ain't my size. He was like, but you know what, though? He was like, look, hey, Just. Come here, Just. Just walked over there looking like a little baby Mike Tyson in the face. Just was like, he know his title. He's like, hey, this nigga told me he best with the hands. Yeah, and he your weight class. What's up, Shawty? What's up, Shawty? Get the back door open, Shawty. Right now, see, I was like, man, I ain't fucking with y'all, man. So Fred was like, man, yeah, that's what we thought. Yeah, so they egging him on. So we sitting there looking like, damn, CO wild as a bitch. So we locking down. So when we lock down, it usually be about a 10-15 minute grace period before they count, or it's a major, like everybody got to be in their sales base, because dudes be out there cleaning last minute showers, all type of stuff going on. So we locking down. So I'm hanging out there because I'm waiting for the hot water to jump. It takes about, after 4 people usually, you gotta wait 15 more minutes, 10 minutes. So I'm waiting for that jump to be finished. Me and 3 other dudes, we standing right there. Looking down over there, kind of afraid themselves at, and I see the CO, and they all back there, and I see Just got his shirt off. Then I look, then I see the CO kind of like they circling him, and the CO like he don't want no smoke, but kind of like, cause his job, he ain't trying to do nothing. So they keep like, yeah, that's what we do. Yeah, you scared, yeah. So he like, so you see them disappear in the back. Man, it's my word. You see them disappear in the back. I'm waiting on the jump, so it ain't that loud. They didn't cut the TV off in the pod. It ain't up but dudes just running around trying to get in their cells before they count, and a lot of that's going on. Man, I promise you, man, the CO disappeared in the back with Justin, Tim, and all them. Man, like the whole time, like as soon as he went back there, that's all you heard was this. That jump was like you can hear the knocking, like jump. I was like, that jump. Then you heard the sneakers. I heard the noise. Dude was like. Then the CO came out. He's like, come on, man, lock down. He came from the back. His shirt was kind of twisted. He's like, come on, lock down. Lock down, y'all. Come on, lock down. Lock down. Lock down. He got a little smirk on his face. I see Fred come. Fred was like, Fred came out first, and Tim came out. Then I looked. Seeing Just came out. Just came out like this. I said, oh, that's crazy. CO put the paws on him, y'all. So boom. I go back in the cell. I say, yo. I tell my roommate, I say, yo. I said, man, see how bro a flight risk. I said, man, he just went back in and rumbled the CO dude, the young dude. He was like, the young dude? I'm like, yeah. I said, he just rumbled the dude. He's like, man, you wellin', man. I said, man, that's my word. I said, young dude put them paws on him. I said, man, you already know Fred and them put a battery in his back to rumble the CO, man. He was like, man, they gonna run dude up, man. I'm telling you, man, they gonna run him up. I said, but he act like he like it. He act like he like it. When Fred walks up with that battery and say, yeah, I was like, man, he like when he come with that battery and put it in his back and, you know what I mean? Make him go, man. I was like, man, I ain't never seen nothing like it. I was like, they straight just using them, man, for real. I was like, that's crazy. I was like, that's what they city do. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, dudes was just like, yo, dude, a crash out. Like, you know what I mean? It's a different, like, he wasn't like a flunky to the degree, like, go clean this, go do that, go do, like, nah, he wasn't on none of that type of time. But like, any of their dirty work that they needed to be done, Just was the guy for the job, y'all. So boom. So the next day roll around. You know what I mean? Next day roll around. We finally Just ain't come out no more. That night rep. You know what I mean? We seen him that morning for breakfast. Just come out. He got his scully pulled down. His joint all knotted up right here, man. It's my word. So I see Fred, because y'all know he know me. He owe me for the store box, but he owe my roommate. So I'm like, I'm gonna go holler at Fred just to be nosy. So I see Fred. I'm like, hey, look. I said, yo. I said, man, why you put a battery in the back, man? Make him fight the police. He was like, cuz, that's what I do. That's my little soldier. That's my little soldier right there. Yeah, that's my little soldier. I said, what, the CO did him dirty? He was like, yeah, he lost. He started laughing. He was like, yeah, he lost. Yeah, he lost. I was like, he lost bad? He was like, man, let's put it this way. The CO know how to box. The CO know how to box. I was like, that explains that on. He was like, yeah, he be all right, though. He be all right. He ain't gonna be the first or the last. But yeah, he trained. You see it, though? He trained. He trained and he saw that. I'm like, yeah, he trained, man. But like, that's crazy, though, man. So I left it alone. I mean, I left it alone. I ain't even gonna lie, man. Like, it was crazy because, like, at the same time, though, man, like, you know, like I was thinking just like how everybody else was thinking, like, he gonna end up running bro up, man. And it ain't gonna be a good look, man. It ain't gonna be a good look at all. So I let them do them, man. Like 2 weeks go by, man. We just had the beginning of the year. It's probably like the middle of January, you know what I mean? So everybody at the party, everybody chilling, sweet in that joint, just relaxing. We look up, hear dudes hit the police noise. We look, we seen some dudes getting out the hole. They had the orange jumpsuits on. We seen them getting out the hole. They see the cops coming, and you seen some dudes coming in. Then you looked up, you seen this old black dude. He came in first. He walked in. He was like, bring the cot. Bring the cot. In front of everybody in the party looking. He like, bring the cot. And you just see this boy coming in. Boy was like, his jumpsuit was tight as a bitch. That shit like it was painted on them paws. He walked in. He was like, but I'm looking at him like he's like, he looks regular, but he's sort of saucy. Pause, like, you know what I mean? Like, you can tell slightly, but he looked regular. He wasn't like flamboyant with it, you know what I mean? So I'm looking, I'm like, he come in like, what cell we going to? They was like, the CO lady came and said, you going to cell 15. You going to cell 34. You going to cell 34. They told the boy he's going to cell 34, so the dude is sleeping 34. The old head was like, hey, who's sleeping 34 in here? Everybody looking like, look at this, man. Like, who? Dude was like, I sleep in 34. He was like, hey, look, man, I'll pay you whatever you want to move in there. I'll pay you whatever you want. Whatever you want, I'll pay you to move in that joint. Dude was like, we'll talk. He was like, all right. He said, you cool to let him stay in there tonight? He said, yeah. I don't get down like that. He can stay. Dudes be saying that, but on the low, they be trying to get their one night of thrill. That's what they doing, you know what I mean? Like, it was me, you're not coming in my cell. So dude was like, yeah, they can do the swap after they get their shit together. So they got their shit together, man. I promise you, man. You know what I mean? The whole time, this dude, you know what I mean? Like, he come in the pod. when the old dude come in the pod, probably after he got his shit situated, everybody was like, the old dude got the food. You know what I mean? So the old dude out there slanging and banging, y'all.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.